my first 10 years of piano lessons was Karen's mom, Mildred.
Oh.
Once a week in her basement.
Yeah, and then I taught in town in her office here for a while, but I have a few students right now, but I don't teach much anymore.
Right. My wife was at the elementary school in Boise for 30 years, but I'm sure that was where she said.
I've got a kid that just finished there, and I was.
Well, she's been retired for 5 years.
Yeah, so he would have overlapped because my older kids went to school here in town, but we moved to Millwood.
Yeah.
More recently. Okay, so what time do you want us finished playing our two tunes? How long are we making these two tunes last?
So until 5:30.
Yep. Okay.
A little bit into 5:30, right? Like 5:32, 33.
Great.
We have it. If we say we're starting at 5:30, people will be trickling in for a
Yeah,
while.
that's true.
You don't need your mask, I think, for this part. Unless you want it. You're gonna have mask beard though, so
You guys are lined
Negative.
up. Beautiful.
fluff it up.
Thank you, and another big round of applause for the Quarantine Trio. Thanks, guys, that was great. And thank you for joining us this evening for our Barnstorming benefit. I'm John Hudson, and I will be your host for this evening's benefit, alongside Sarah Ames, the Executive Director of the Barns of Rose Hill. This year has given us many challenges, and we are here to support the Barns of Rose Hill and celebrate that art is essential. In 2019, the Barns drew 9,000 people and offered over 120 programs by recognized regional, national, and international artists, musicians, filmmakers, speakers, and teachers. Programs for adults, young people, and children, chosen to illuminate, inspire, entertain, and lighten hearts. Whether you saw the stunning exhibit of art quilts or enjoyed award-winning films, top-notch bluegrass, the best of American roots and Celtic music, or the beautiful of classical music and fine art, the Barns has always offered rich and unique experiences for the community.
For the first time in almost 10 years of continuous arts programming, we had to close our doors in March. We canceled all concerts, exhibits, lectures, and fundraisers. The Barns was nearly fully booked for 2020, and over 60 live events have been canceled thus far. Almost half of these programs were open and free to our community. Revenues lost total more than $50,000 in lost ticket sales, sponsorships, and concession stands, along with another $30,000 in donations typically raised at our signature fundraiser. This isn't just about our organization, however. The canceled programming here at the Barns meant that we were not able to pay over 30 musicians. We also were not able to provide our kids summer camps along with the support from the Clark County Education Foundation, we were able to provide to the Clark County school children free of charge. We haven't been able to host our very popular monthly trivia nights in partnership with the Clark County Historical Association, and we have not been able to open our doors for our free weekly jam sessions each Thursday. Fortunately, our exhibit halls, visitor center, and gift shop have reopened, and in partnership with B Core Brewing Company in Round Hill, the Barns has been able to present a series of outdoor concerts over the last 2 months. We're also thrilled to be welcoming people back once again to the Barns for live concerts with limited audiences. Be sure to check out our website for those dates.
With a commitment of carrying out its mission to enrich lives through the arts, despite these circumstances, the Barns of Rose Hill has virtually hosted concerts, classical music lectures, art classes, children's story times, and presentations from local authors. In fact, if you remember, I said last year there were 9,000 people who enjoyed programs at the Barns of Rose Hill. This year, since April, online programs presented by the Barns through Facebook have been viewed almost 90,000 times. This Barnstorming benefit and online auction will provide the necessary funds for the Barns of Rose Hill to continue serving our community. Donations can be made by calling us now at 540-955-2004 or through our website. The online auction will close at 7 p.m. this evening, and information on the auction will be found by visiting barnesofrosehill.org/barnstorming.
On behalf of our staff, board of directors, volunteers, and supporters who make up the Barns of Rose Hill, thanks for your continued support and commitment to our Community Arts Center. Rural art centers are more important now than ever before, and we enthusiastically continue to enrich lives through the arts, education, and community. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the music, stories, and inspiration as we share with you the story of the Barns of Rose Hill.
I'm Diana Concannon, and I'm presently an ambassador for the Barns of Rose Hill after having served as chairman of the board until they forced me to rotate off the board at the end of 2019. So I also was very much involved in the Capitol campaign, in fact led the Capitol campaign from 2005 through really right into our opening in September 2011. So I have much connection to this wonderful project, which inspired a lot of people to come together. The Barns of Rose Hill Capitol campaign raised more than $2 million in private and public funding, and those gifts were from $5 a year to $100,000 a year just in private funding. So there was a great deal of belief in the project that when these old barns that represent really the agricultural heritage of Clark County and the Shenandoah Valley, there was so much interest behind it that we were able to see it through after 6 years of raising funds to create what has become a dynamic center for the arts, education, and community, serving Berryville, Clark County, and in fact, the northern Shenandoah Valley.
Hi, I'm Susie Bailey, and presently I'm a volunteer for the Barns of Rose Hill. I've been involved for many, many years in many different ways, from certainly serving on the board, interim executive director, on the building committee, programs committee, gala committee. I see the Barns as an important asset to our community. It brings people downtown. We provide a wonderful venue for live concerts, films, workshops, classes, all kinds of activities for family and children's activities as well. My favorite thing about the Barns is attending a concert in the beautiful Great Hall. The acoustics are amazing, and it's been so great, the response from musicians when they perform there, how impressed they are with what we've been able to create here.
When we first opened the first year, September to September, roughly 2011 to 2012, we had about 3,000 people come through our doors. In 2019, we had almost 9,000 people come through our doors. And it's been so exciting to see the growth of the number of outstanding music performances in every genre that you can think of, from international world music, from a little teeny republic of Russia called Tuva, to the most outstanding Celtic fiddle players and national award winners in the country. So, and there's so much more that we can do.
As far as supporting the Barns at this crucial time, it's so important to keep the arts and entertainment and education going for us and the whole community and the whole nation.
The vision for the future is really only limited by funding. And that brings me to my request that you all get behind what the creative spirit of the Barns of Rose Hill is doing here and bringing artists together with thousands of people every year, and lightening their hearts and minds and spirits, especially through a critical time such as this pandemic with its health crisis and with financial crisis for so many people. It's music and the creative arts and the beauty of those things that can bring some comfort to people. Help us replace the funds that we have lost through lost ticket sales. We ask everybody to give generously to support the arts at the Barns of Rose Hill. Thank you.
The Barns of Rose Hill Center opened in 2011 as a dynamic center for the arts, education, and community in service to the Shenandoah Valley and the Piedmont region of Virginia. Born of a gift and a dream, two decrepit old dairy barns in the center of the historic small town of Berryville were transformed through thousands of gifts and grants to create a place that opens minds, lifts spirits, and lightens hearts through the positive power of the arts. Our beautiful barns are a symbol of the valley's agricultural heritage. Only an hour west of Washington, D.C., the Barns Center draws some 7,000 people a year to experience music, films, exhibits, workshops, kids programs, and presentations. Here's more of our story.
Barns of Rose Hill is a nonprofit arts center dedicated to enriching lives through the visual, performing, and literary arts. We presented over 80 different programs, including concerts, films, art exhibits, classes and workshops, educational lectures, and we drew over 7,000 attendees to these events.
This is, right here where we're standing right now is the Great Hall, which is our music hall, and this is a beautiful place to listen to music. It was actually designed with an acoustical engineer, and it's a fantastic sounding room, and we try to do a really wide variety of music here. I like to say we do everything from Bach to bluegrass. We do jazz, classical, rock and roll, alternative rock. We do a really wide variety of roots music, blues, old time, Celtic, world music, just a whole lot of stuff.
So here at Barns of Rose Hill, we have 2 small gallery spaces in addition to the performance hall that you see here. So we are able to present a wide array of programs to the community. We believe that art brings communities together. We provide a space for the community to gather. We bring in local artists to present programs as well as internationally known artists.
You know, we're so lucky to be in a town the size of Berryville and to have a facility like this. It makes it all the more special. Rural art centers play such an important role in their communities because it's a place for people to gather. It's a place for people to expand what they know, and it's really special to have some place where you can go where it's a true celebration of arts and culture.
People are drawn to the arts because they find interpretations and celebrations of life and its extraordinary richness, and because of the creative energy and inspiring beauty they find. Beauty of sound, shape, color, movement, word. We invite you to come and experience the vital energy of the Barns of Rose Hill, lifting spirits, opening minds, lightening hearts, enriching lives through the arts, education, and community. Thank you.
We hope you enjoyed those videos. They told in a very beautiful way the story of the Barns of Rose Hill. We will be drawing the winner of our raffle at the end of our program, so be sure to give us a call at 540-955-2004 or visit barnsofrosehill.org in the next few minutes to order your book of 6 raffle tickets for $30. Tonight's raffle winner receives an overnight stay, dinner, and breakfast for 2 at the Ashby Inn in Paris, Virginia. Raffle ticket sales close at 6 o'clock, so make sure you get yours purchased right now. Nearly 50,000 plant and animal species on our planet are in danger of disappearing. Inspired by Endangered Species shares the importance of saving endangered species through a spectacular quilt exhibit. The Endangered Species exhibit, showcased at the Barns of Rose Hill, is a tribute to how wildlife and art can combine to bring awareness to save the natural world. 182 original fiber art quilts depict a broad range of endangered wildlife. The quilts were created by an international group of artists whose passion and talent led them to cull an assortment of materials, techniques, and points of view, educating and focusing on those species most needing our attention. This is the 4th Inspired By project curated by Donna Desoto, and the Barns is proud to have exhibited each of these collections. Here's Donna to tell you a bit more and to give you a sneak peek at those quilts.
Hi, my name is Donna Desoto, and I am a quilter and also a collector of quilters. I've been quilting for about 40 years now. I became interested in quilting because my grandmother was a quilter, and even though quilting was a whole different thing way back then. Quilting is still alive and well, and I am really happy to be a part of this art, and especially of the community of quilters. I think that's why I stay, is because of the wonderful friendships and the camaraderie that I have found through quilting. Some people call me the Pied Piper of quilters. Somehow I get a crazy idea and I put it out into the world of quilters, and before I know it, people are just jumping in, rolling up their sleeves and asking me how many quilts they can make. What fiber artists really like to do is quilt for a cause. We hear about a topic that we feel really passionate about. Maybe we don't have the words that come to us when we're dealing with certain emotions or certain events, and we find that we sit down at a sewing machine with fabric and thread, and we can sew what we are feeling in our hearts. So fiber art comes often from a place of deep emotion. So I got involved in these inspired by projects because I kept coming up with ideas, and willing people came along, and it's just been great fun. I've got this great network of art quilting friends who are at the ready, and when I say at the ready, they have never let me down. And along the way, more and more people participate with each project. The one that's closest to my heart is probably the National Parks Project. And sort of a natural succession to that project was I started to hear more and more about how much trouble species on our planet are in right now. So I started to do research, started to talk to people at the associated with the Red List of Endangered Species. A friend put me in touch with a relative of Jim Fowler, and I talked to him several times, and I decided that that was a project that I really felt in my heart. I wanted to make a difference in a positive way in the world, and saving our species, saving our planet. So that's what came next, and those are the quilts that are at the barns now. 182 quilts by 129 artists. Most of the artists are fairly local to me here in Virginia, but again, as word got out, we've got artists who participated from Europe and Singapore and other places too, because it's a subject that many of us feel passionate about. The endangered species quilts, they were exhibited twice at the Library of Congress, which that's a pretty cool quilt venue. Anyway, the people at the Library of Congress requested that a next project be invasive species. So I'm really excited about the possibilities there. I think that would take us in a whole different, exciting direction.
Isn't that a beautiful collection of quilts? If you want to check out the endangered species quilt while it is showcased here at the Barns, please plan to do so in the next week, as the exhibit ends on Saturday, September 12th. The Barns of Rose Hill's online auction will be ending at 7 o'clock this evening. Be sure to log in and place your bids before 7. If you need assistance or have any questions, please give us a call at 540-955-2004. Operators are standing by. A sampling of the wonderful items available is what you see behind me. Our auction features fine art, excursions and experiences, gift certificates, books, and much more. We have a goal this evening of $50,000 in sales for our online fundraiser. And so far, we have raised over $35,000. So don't forget to place your bids before the auction ends at 7 o'clock.
As a quick reminder, you can donate to the Barns of Rose Hill by visiting our website or by giving us a call this evening at 540-955-2004. We're also able to accept donations through PayPal, and that information is found at the live stream details for this evening on Facebook and YouTube.
Besides bidding on tonight's items, there are many ways you can support the Barns of Rose Hill. You can make a general donation, purchase an annual membership, or you can also show your support for a particular program by becoming a sponsor. The Barns of Rose Hill has recently completed year 4 of our 5-year endowment campaign. The Eugene B. Casey Foundation challenged the Barns of Rose Hill to raise $100,000 annually to fund an endowment to secure the future of this organization, which they have generously matched each of the last 4 years. As we enter our final year of the campaign, please consider contributing to the future of the Barns of Rose Hill through an endowment gift.
A big thank you to the Board of Directors at the Barns of Rose Hill who have been resilient and supportive, and through that support have made it possible for us to still be here today. We are a small but mighty staff. Along with myself, we have Nathan Borger, our Director of Operations, and Morgan Morrison, our Program Director. And it is only through the support of our board and our amazing volunteers that a staff of 3 can accomplish what we do here at the Barns. So we thank you very much. A particular thank you to Michael Hobart, our board chair. Michael, along with his wife Mary Jane, are the honorary chairs for this evening. Thank you as always for your unwavering support and commitment to the Barns of Rose Hill.
One, two, three. I'm Fiddlin' Dave, Dave Van Dievender. I play the fiddle with such groups as the Woodshedders and Furnace Mountain Band and Fiddlin' Dave and Morgan. Playing here is the nicest indoor venue you can play because the acoustics are perfecto, because the barn is made of wood and it is like an acoustic instrument unto itself. The wood floor, the high wood ceilings on top, being on the second floor, make the room pretty much like a musical instrument itself. You cannot get better acoustics anywhere.
There's many things that make this art center special. Visually, it's gorgeous. Acoustically, it's amazing. We literally had a band, an ensemble that played at Carnegie Hall that said that this is one of their favorite rooms, if not their favorite room that they've ever played in. The acoustics are amazing. One musician commented that it's like playing on the inside of a guitar. It was actually designed with an acoustic engineer, and we have an amazing PA system as well. So it sounds incredible, it looks incredible, and the community is a big thing that makes this place special. It's like a family.
You know, live music is irreplaceable. And it's not just about the musician and the sound coming from their instrument, it's all the people that are there, whether you're attending the concert or whether you're cooking food or taking tickets at the door. Everyone is part of the energy that is created, and if everyone is treated with respect, we all rise up to a higher level. And I don't know anything personally that I've had that experience with before except live music. So I think it's really important that it returns to the world soon.
It's important to keep all art centers alive right now for many reasons. I know that during hard times people really do find the arts comforting, you know, whether it's a piece of visual art or it's a song. Music is a huge comfort to people during difficult times, and the truth is, I think of this community art center first as, you know, our town's art center, but it's actually part of a much bigger picture, because without art centers, without festivals, without places for people to express their art, to perform, to hang their art, you can't make a living as an artist. And if you can't make a living as an artist, you can't excel as an artist. You can't hone your craft.
We live in a society, and community is incredibly important. Seeing people, talking to people, connecting with people, art and music, having a reason to come together for people with different beliefs and different backgrounds, different points of view. So from a health and wellness point of view, I think that the most important thing that we could do as a society to heal ourselves from this tragedy is to figure out a way where we can start coming back together and talking to people and meeting new people and seeing our old friends again and sharing our art and our expressions and our thoughts personally, physically, together.
Here it goes again, feel it rolling in. Worry casts long shadows that you can't outrun. Water's rising fast, don't know how long the storm will last. You're strong, but you don't have to fight this all alone. Just look for me, I want to help you see that you can hold your breath, or you can hold fast to hope. Whatever holds you down, or you can let it go. So take my hand, I want you to know I am here for you, and I won't let go. No, no. You see, I've been there before. I'm a veteran of the war. I learned to take my battles one by Just look for me. I want to help you see that you can hold your breath, or you can hold fast to hope. Whatever holds you down, or you can let it go. So take my hand, I want you to know I am here for you, and I won't let go. No, I won't let go. Just look for me. I want to help you see that you can hold your breath, or you can hold fast to hope. Whatever holds you down, or you can let it go. So take my hand, I want you to know I am here for you, and I won't let go. No, I won't let go. I won't let go.
It's a real honor to play at the Barns. It's a coveted, I guess, opportunity. Lots of people would love to play at the Barns, and we waited for a long time to get out here to play. And it's, you try to explain to people how phenomenal not only the acoustics are, but the community who's out here. So every time you come to a show or to play a show, it's just that community support. There's so many people here who are, really supportive of the arts, and so it's beyond just being such a phenomenal audio experience and performance experience. There's another element to it, which is just a really good energy and a neat historical connection too to the building and the town.
I love how many musicians and artists there are in this area, and the Barns of Rose Hill is a place where everybody can be featured and have their art appreciated, and a place really for artists to appreciate each other. Musicians and visual artists, and even artists of food and wine are appreciated here. So it's just good to have a central hub where artists can come together and share.
So it's meaningful on so many levels, not just as a performance venue, but as a place where people learn and share and grow together. It's again, especially now, people are realizing the full value of this.
The pandemic has affected me as a performer by taking away all of the gigs that we have had booked for the foreseeable future. And as a musician, I rely pretty heavily on the income from performing. And we just really appreciate how the Barns has continued their programming virtually and given performers like me an opportunity and a space to continue reaching fans. Stand flat, look east.
All I wanted was to shine for God. All I wanted was to feel surreal. But the ashes floated from the paper, and the woods turned to a field. And if I stand alone here now, that would be no fun. All I'm asking of you is to watch the horses run. Flat rock, field stone, split rail, gravel road. All I wanted was to find a home here, work as a waitress in a country cafe. But the buildings crumble from the mason, and the woods to a shaggy mane. And if I stand alone here now, that would be no fun. All I'm asking of you is to watch the horses run. If I stand alone here now, that would be no fun. All I'm asking of you is to watch the horses run.
To come up and draw the lucky winner. Welcome, Mike.
Hi.
These have been thoroughly stirred. So I want you to draw one name out of that pot, and we will announce the winner. Thank you very much, Mike. And the winner is Juliet McKay Smith. Congratulations, Juliet. Don't forget, the ways to donate to this barnstorming event is by calling 540-955-2004 or go to the barnsofrosehill.org. An update on this evening's success. We have now reached over $37,000 toward our $50,000 goal this evening. Thank you all so very much. Before we cut back to our music for the evening, I want to thank everybody that's been involved with this evening's event. You can't see them, but they've been working very hard. So we want to thank them as well. And now, to wrap things up, we're going to send it back to the quarantine trio. Let me introduce them to you. We have Caleb Nye, Kevin Johnson, and Lydia Lewis. Thank you all for sharing this evening with us, and thanks for your support of the Barns of Rose Hill. Take it away.